Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devon Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now is asking you to make time for those around you. Look around at your loved ones. Do you need to reach out and offer some support? They're asking you to take a very sensitive approach with those who are needing you to hold space, or needing a shoulder to lean on, or needing just somebody to hug them and tell them you care. So reach out to those who come to mind first. And at the very end of this video, I have 3 actions for you to take, something to do now, something to do soon, and something to make long-term plans to help you activate the guidance that we are about to dive deep into. These messages are meant for you anytime you come across them. The angels are highly efficient and know when you will hear them. I always say a prayer of protection, asking that I only connect with God's highest vibrational beings and the messages be for the highest good of those who come across them. So let's get started. Remember, this is a group message, so if something doesn't resonate with you, simply leave it behind. The angels will never tell you what to do. They don't want you to give your power away. If these messages do resonate with you, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button, that like button, and share it with anybody you think it might support and help as well. I really appreciate it. And thank you to my subscribers. I love you. Thank you for always being here and commenting. Let me know how you're doing, what's been going on with you. And I do have a pocket affirmation for you to write in the comments below if you feel called. I'm going to encourage you to write it right under this video. I am easily authentic with my words. Now, you heard that overall guidance at the beginning, which we're going to go into a little bit deeper, but we are being asked to make time for those around us. So again, I would encourage you to write that affirmation in the comments below this video. I am easily authentic with my words. And there's more why I came up with that affirmation for today's messaging, and you will hear that in the beginning and when we get to the last 3 actions to take. So stay tuned to that. And remember, you can feel free to come back and listen to these messages as many times as you want. I find hindsight is a very powerful tool for deepening your connection with the angels. All right, let's get deeper into this guidance where they were talking about it's very important to make time for those around us and to be very warm and sensible and creative with how we support them. There may be people reaching out to you needing your help, but this is ultimately going to really serve you as well as you move forward. Now, they do see where you've felt challenged lately to be very direct with others, or maybe you found that others are being impulsive and telling you things in kind of a tactless way, or maybe you learned some new information and it caused you to really have fear about something going forward. Well, the guidance here is to make sure you are being both logical and honest with your communication. That's again why I chose that affirmation I did earlier for us to put in the comments, but there's more guidance around that coming up. So if somebody has said something to you in a tactless way, it could be that they are hurting, and that's why they are saying make time for those around you. But if it's somebody that's saying in a tactless way and they are not somebody you want to be around, that's where maybe you need to go seek somebody to lean on and ask them to support you in what you're doing. Now, they do want you to know that there are some intimate relationships in your life that you need to carefully weigh your decisions, and you need to see where you can bring more good health to them. So if you are wanting to bring in a new romantic relationship, you also have to look at the relationships around you and see, are they healthy relationships? Because sometimes we don't even realize we're blocking the new person from coming in because we're still talking to that ex, or we're still in a relationship with a friend that's codependent, or we have siblings or family members that are not allowing us to really go for what our heart really wants. So try to keep that in mind. That's something that's going on behind the scenes you may not be aware of. But also when they said make time for those around you, they mean there could be somebody that you care deeply about that you're not even realizing they need your attention. They need more intimacy. An example they're showing me is maybe you've been so busy at work, you don't even realize your spouse or your child or your parent is feeling ignored. So make time for those around you and seek that advice that you might need to help bring health to those relationships. Maybe it is important to bring in some couples counseling or some family counseling, or just seek advice on how you can bring more health. Now, they do want you to feel very good about the way you've been focusing on the positive and that you've been making long-term plans for a successful future. So they want you to know the seeds are well planted, things are coming in for you. So you do have that time to make time for those around you because you've been doing so much work on making positive, optimistic, long-term plans. So great job. They're cheering you on. Keep going with that and trust that the work you're doing is bringing you what you desire. At the time you're hearing this message, though, they want you to release something. There's something that you need to transform. It may be time to move away from the past. Forgive and let go. Let things be water under the bridge. It could also be that you're at the end of a phase of a situation. Maybe you're graduating and moving away from home. Maybe you're deciding to retire, or you're moving away from a job you've been in a long time, or a group of people, an organization, you're realizing, you know what, I don't really belong here anymore. So call on Archangel Azrael, who is fantastic for helping us gently transform information and move away from things in relationships and situations that are not serving you. And they're saying that right now at the time you're hearing that message. But you can do it in a compassionate way. And it may mean making time for those around you to share, hey, you know what? I've decided I really need to go back to school, or I really need to take that job, but it's going to mean moving and having that conversation so they don't feel left behind. Coming up very soon, though, you are going to see these new partnerships coming in. I'm getting so many excitement, goosebumps, angel bumps, whatever you want to call them, coming in. So keep moving forward with those plans. You are coming into your own. You are really standing up for yourself. You're adding to your skills. You can go listen to some of my recent messages, angel message videos or angel energy messages, or go even back to old ones to get clarity on that if you need to, but trust that good things are happening and new relationships are coming in. And that sounds so exciting to me. They do also want you to know that a lot of your personal power is going to come from stability at home. So making sure you are tending to that happy home life, that happy family life, and making time for those around you also means spending that time with them and enjoying life's little luxuries, like watching a funny movie with your kids, or sitting by the fireplace and reading a book and playing a board game, and anything you can do to bring stability to the home. If you don't have children or you're not married, that could also mean with your animals, or it could also mean just making your environment more comfortable for you. This could even mean that you need to move. If you're living somewhere where you don't feel like you can have a happy home life, or you don't feel like you're financially secure, you will get more power by making sure you are living somewhere where you do feel at home. This could also mean where you feel at home at work, sharing your creative projects. This could mean where you feel at home within a collaborative project or within a friendship. So whatever resonates for you, you will get a lot of power by bringing comfort and financial security and stability there. Now take a look at those around you. They did ask us to do that already, but this keeps coming up. They want us to know that what may be going on with those around us is things didn't turn out the way somebody had hoped. Somebody in your life, a partner, a child, somebody you love, you care about, a friend, something didn't turn out. And they're sitting there maybe kind of crying over spilled milk. And by you taking the time to sit with them and hold space for them and be sensitive about how they're feeling, they're going to be able to see the silver lining, and you can help them along the process. Now, a lot of times people have to realize on their own what they learned, but maybe just by sitting there and holding space and listening to them and how they feel and just making suggestions will gently guide them towards seeing the silver lining and seeing what they learned from the things that didn't turn out, and then encourage them to try again, to not give up on what their dreams are that they're really wanting. Now, they do see where a lot of people around you are also getting caught up in the past. They're romanticizing the past. They're going back to things that didn't really work out the way they wanted, but this could also be an issue for you. So really check in and see, are you also wanting a relationship to be the way it used to be, and that's simply not possible? Do you have exes coming back from the past wanting you back, and you're sitting there remembering the good times and forgetting how, oh, you know what, there were times it really wasn't so good, and I'm a different person now. So really be careful to watch that energy and focus on the new relationships coming in and what you want to bring into those relationships. Because ultimately, you are going to have to be very intelligent and very decisive with the decisions that you are making. You are going to see things begin to happen pretty quickly, but you're going to want to carefully review your options. So again, if this is maybe you are looking for a romantic partner and all of a sudden you're getting asked out on several dates from different people, or maybe you're getting different job offers or different communities are wanting you to join their community, slow down, look to see where you can find creative solutions to getting what you want, have the conversations you need to have, and just make sure you're reviewing all your options carefully and being very practical and intelligent. You will have to be decisive, but that may be deciding not to go out on that date with that person, or not to stay in that relationship, or not to join that group or organization or be a part of that project. So you will know what that is for you. We are going to get into these 3 actions that will hopefully bring you more clarity. But then I want to give you another pocket affirmation to put in the comments below to really help you activate that guidance. And remember, I also have a journaling prompt for you. So if you want to grab your journal, maybe you have your own copy of my custom journal, Book of Evidence, Proof Your Angels Are With You. This is available on Amazon, comes with a 4-part webinar that teaches you how to connect with your angels and use your intuitive abilities. And it's also in the front of the book. It has a step-by-step guidance and several custom templates that help you really activate that. I also have my digital intuition tracker that is in the link below at devonduershop.com. That's just the intuition tracker. You can print it off and use it as many times as you want. And it's this easy to use format to track how you use your intuitive abilities and track your angel messages, any numbers you're seeing, angel numbers, signs. So you might want to check that out, or you might want to just grab the journal you have now and write the following journal prompt down. What is in my highest interest to know right now? This is the one I've been using for the last few videos because I want you to get in the habit of asking that before you listen to these messages. So write that down and then pay attention to what resonates. That'll help you realize when there's a message for someone else, not for you, and when it is meant for you. So write that down and then write the answers that are coming through, and then you can come back and use hindsight to see, oh, this is what they were guiding me to do, or oh, I was right about that, or maybe I should have listened to that. Now, we don't want to shit on ourselves, but you might want to say, I could have listened to that and I chose not to. So next time I'm going to listen. So write that down. What is in my highest interest to know right now? And then the pocket affirmation that I mentioned earlier, and I kind of skipped over it, I would like you to write, I easily use my inner power. Okay, if you would like to write that in the comments below this video to activate that, I easily use my inner power. That can be very valuable. And I always like to take deep breaths when I say it or write it too. That'll be very helpful. All right, so let's get into those 3 actions. Thank you for your patience with that. The first thing they want you to do right now at the time you're hearing this video is develop inner strength and patience. You're going to be influencing others. Remember, they said to make time for those around, but demonstrate compassion and love and do things to build your inner strength. Do things to build your patience and have patience with loved ones. Remember, they said to take a sensitive approach to those around us. This could even be where you're having a conflict with someone at work, or you just totally disagree with someone, but you're being compassionate and sensitive and hearing them out. You don't have to agree with them, but you're being, loving in the way you communicate. So develop that inner strength and that patience right now. Have tools. I always talk about your spiritual toolbox. Grab that journal, go journal how you're feeling to develop that strength and power, and remind yourself, write your affirmations, review your goals. That will help you, and that's something they're encouraging you to do right now. Now, very soon, what they're going to ask you to do is begin delegating. They want you to avoid overtaxing yourself. You need to be accountable for the things that you signed up for, that your heart wants, for your goals, but watch out for others not being accountable to their word. You're going to have to probably protect what you're creating. And if you do find you're on a team of people and people are not following through, people are not showing up, that could be a little bit of a red flag. And it might be time to sit down and have that truthful conversation that, hey, you said you were going to do this and you're not showing up for me, or you're not showing up for this project. Let's figure this out. Let's find creative solutions. But again, being compassionate and loving in the way we have that conversation. You may have to face opposition when others disagree with your plans or your viewpoint or your beliefs. So just know that by standing in your beliefs, by leading and developing that inner strength, you may ruffle some feathers. You may have to stand up for yourself with others who disagree. So just plan for that. But if you have that inner strength and you have your spiritual tools and you go back to your goals as often as you can, connect with the angels all the time, you will be able to do that. So plan for that and it will be valuable. And one more quick reminder to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video with anybody you think might benefit from it. And let's get to the long-term plans. Thank you for being here. The long-term action they want you to plan to take is to guide the growth of your plan. So let's say you've told your family, this is what I'm going to do, or you've told your boss, hey, I want to work on this project. These are the plans. You want to guide the way it grows, be there in an authentic way. You want to make sure you're adding structure to your activities. So having an itinerary, having a daily schedule, and you want to tie up any loose ends, especially when it comes to legal matters. This could be something as simple as getting that tax return filed as quickly as you can so that it's off your desk. This could be making sure you understand all the rules and regulations about where you're traveling. Maybe you're wanting to travel abroad and you need to make sure you have all the right documentation. But you also want to establish rules around your plans. Make sure you understand the rules and regulations of what you're doing, but also convey that to others. Like, you know what? My rule is I will commit to doing this amount of work with this team every week, but I will not be working, in the evenings or on the weekends because that's when I'm going to be with my family or my children. So again, remember they said your personal power is going to come from your home, from having financial stability, from making time for loved ones and enjoying life's little luxuries. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you for watching. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.